Well, Dan Tholen is with us now. How are you doing today?
I'm doing well. How are you?
Yeah, I'm doing okay. Now, you've got a new song out and it's called Warm Long Johns. What is that about?
Okay. Well, it's about keeping warm in the wintertime. And the idea is obviously there's a lot of holiday references in the song.
Yeah.
And when it gets really cold out, I don't know, where are you located right now?
I'm in the UK, specifically Scotland, where it's particularly cold.
Okay. So, yes. So you
Yeah.
understand. So I don't know if you have another term for long johns or long thermal underwear, but the
I
idea
don't
is,
know. I meant to look them up.
yeah. Yeah, but actually, in the old days, they were like one piece that you would wear them, and you wear them under your clothes to keep you warm. And my thought is, there's been all kinds of holiday songs written, but I've never heard one quite like this.
Yeah.
And so, protecting you from the cold. Obviously, I have a co-writer. His name is Scott Oatley. He and I wrote it together,
Mm.
and it's kind of a nod to kind of the old traditional, like I could hear Bing Crosby singing this
Yeah.
song in the old days, kind of a little old fashioned beat to it.
Absolutely. How long did it take you to come up with it?
Well, the song idea actually has been going around in my head for a long time.
Mm.
And I actually had an opportunity to live in Moscow, Russia for
Oh.
for a while, and they have very cold winters there.
Yeah.
And so I remember specifically you had to wear, several layers of clothes to keep warm. And later on, I would get, I think my wife's mother had purchased me some long johns, some thermal underwear to
Mm.
keep warm for when I went over to Russia. And I would always tease my wife whenever I'd pull them out of the dryer, I'd say warm long johns. And I'd make a big joke about it. And I thought it just kind of came rolling around in my head when you hear it. I thought, hey, there's not a song about that I'm aware of.
Yeah.
And I thought I could tie it with the holidays because, the holidays are in the winter.
Yeah. And everyone loves a good Christmas song, so
Exactly. So we always need another Christmas song, right?
yeah. Do you know where Long Johns got their name from? Was that a guy called John or something?
That's a good question. I'll have to research that. I don't know. I don't know. I was talking to a friend. I'm in Tennessee.
Yeah.
And he grew up in these parts, and he said when he was younger, they used to call him long handles.
Ah.
So it's an old name, long handles. So
Where did the handles come from?
I don't
Where are
know.
the handles on them?
I don't know. I'm not sure. But anyways, it sounds a
Yeah.
lot better than singing about thermal underwear.
Yeah, definitely. Maybe it's Long John Silver.
Yeah, right. Exactly. That's right.
Yeah. Did you record this at home? Because we've been in a lot of restrictions lately. Is it something you've had to do in the comfort of your own house?
Well, actually, I didn't. My co-writer did.
Ah.
I'm here in Tennessee. He's in Los Angeles, and Scott is a great musician. He actually, the one who is singing, he sings and plays. So I'm a co-writer on the song, and so
Yeah.
he and I worked on it together. We did it over Zoom, like you and I
Wow.
are talking. So we
Yeah.
wrote it over Zoom, and the ironic thing is, we wrote it in the summer. So
Yeah.
so we thought, it doesn't really make sense now, but it'll make more sense, and it does.
Yeah. And I think it's the same thing with a lot of Christmas movies you see. Like, why is that grass so green?
Right, exactly.
It's filmed in July.
That's right. That's right. Yeah. So yeah, we had a good time writing it together, and he's very accomplished. Though he actually is a backup singer. If you ever watch movies like Jurassic World
Oh,
or
yeah.
Planet of the Apes, he's actually one of the background vocals in that. So
Oh,
yeah, so he
and like
does
the score.
and the score. Yeah, he's in the choir. So he
Ah,
so he helped me with the arrangement and his singing, and I thought, I enjoy singing, but I'm more of a
hmm.
writer. I enjoy writing
Yeah.
the tunes, so I'm glad to work with him on it.
Yeah, absolutely. How is the holiday season looking in America? with the pandemic? Are you allowed to be anywhere?
It's very, very strange right now. I know there's a lot of, I'm sure it's the same where you are as well. There's a lot of questions, how, like in our town, I live in a small town just near Nashville, Tennessee. And we usually have a tree lighting in our town, Christmas tree lighting. And they went ahead and just lit it. And they have all the decorations up and all. And so I've noticed a lot more things where people will be driving by, like driving, seeing things. Not a lot of, there's been a lot of events canceled. And so, and to be honest, thinking about the song, if you look at our website too, one of the things I put on it is, one of my reasons of wanting to write this is we were in the summertime, we were still going through this. And I thought, even if we can distract someone for 3 minutes with our song here from all this pandemic and just help them smile, this song will be well worth it. Hopefully I can get it out to as many people as possible.
Definitely. Did you always know that you wanted to write a Christmas song? Because I interviewed someone once who wrote a Christmas song, but actually they hated Christmas songs.
Right. Well, no, I don't hate them. I do like them, but I didn't set out just to say I'm going to write a Christmas song.
Yeah.
But I did. I thought it would be nice if I did. I certainly, if you would have told me that I would write a Christmas song about Long Johns, I would have said, that's the strangest idea I've ever heard. So, but I didn't set out to do that. But once the idea came in mind, I thought, well, and I reached out to Scott and I said, I have this idea. And there have been other ideas that are strange too, like Grandma Got Run Over by a Reindeer, for example. And I don't know if you know the history of that song, but the songwriter, I believe he's a veterinarian. And if I'm not mistaken, he had written it as a song for his children or grandchildren. I don't remember one, but he had no idea that would be a great hit that would be playing every year.
Yeah, it's always the ones you don't expect that end up being the ones we hear every year, and the cheesiest ones, aren't they?
Yes, absolutely. So I hope this isn't cheesy, but but hey, it's a different idea, and I always tell people it's very unique.
Yeah.
And so we just we had a good time writing it, and those tunes that I can't get out of my head, I usually try to write them down. I record them first. I try to write them down, and in this case, I got someone who could help us, go ahead and produce it and get it in a good format.
Yeah, absolutely. Do you have any favorite Christmas songs that you always enjoy listening to when this time of year comes around?
Yeah, I like Bing Crosby. I like a lot of his. Like I said, I like a lot of the old classics. And like I said, I could hear him if it were back in that era. I could hear him singing a song like this.
Yeah.
He has some that you don't always hear on the radio too, but he just had that great crooning voice. He just did a great job, and some of the classics. So I always, if I start to hear one on the radio, I can't turn it off. I just try to listen to it all the way through. But a lot of those are probably my favorites.
Yeah.
And I like older music in general. A lot of the music I write, I think I go back to like the 40s, 50s, maybe early 60s. A lot of the, doo-wop type music. I've always liked that the best. So this may be a little bit more kind of pointing to that. And I've written some, obviously I'm near Nashville, so I've written some country style music before, and some other, I don't mind writing different genres, but I think those are my favorite.
Absolutely. Do you get up to anything exciting outside of writing music, or are you in that garage all day long writing stuff?
Well, no, I'm not. Actually, I'm not. I actually do. I'm not a full-time writer.
Yeah.
Now, my friend Scott, he is a full-time. What he makes his career doing is, like I said, he will do a lot of backup singing. He plays some instrumentals, and he's trying to start his own career with his own label and all of that.
Yeah.
Me, on the other hand, I'd be glad. I would love to spend more time writing, but I'm that's not my profession. But I love doing it. you know, and I always do it, whether I got paid to do it or not. I just enjoy it. I've been writing for a long time, and that's one of the things that brought me to Nashville.
Yeah.
I worked on Music Row for a good year or so when I moved here. It was more of the business side of the you know, I worked with BMI.
Yeah.
Be familiar with the you know, obviously the licensing. Yeah, but it was more of the business side of it. It wasn't in the creative side. So.
Oh, that's a shame. Well, where are we able to check out this song and listen to it 30 times on repeat?
Yeah, absolutely. Well, you can go, first of all, the way you could get directly to my video real easily if you go to warmlongjohns.com.
Oh.
So it's warmlongjohns.com. If you check it out.
How much did that domain cost?
Oh, not too bad. It was just through Wix.
Oh.
So it wasn't too bad. Yeah, so warmlongjohns.com, and it'll bring you to the YouTube video. And also there's links to other social media. So you got Facebook, Twitter. I think Twitter is at warmlongjohns.
Yeah.
But they're all listed there. And you can also, if you go to my website, if any of your listeners want to send me a note or just say hi from Scotland. You have a pretty big range there. Are you?
Yeah, we're UK based and most of our listeners are from there, but we're quite popular across Europe for some reason as well, and parts of the US.
Yeah, wonderful. Well, hey, anybody, go to warmlongjohns.com, and if you want to post that too for them, they can see the YouTube video. Also, the song is available on iTunes. It's available on Amazon, Spotify, all of those. It was released just last week.
Yeah.
So.
Well, thank you very much for coming on the show today, and we hope you have a great Christmas.
Hey, you too. You too. Thank you for interviewing me, and you take care and have warm wishes and happy holidays.
Yeah, I'll just go and slip into some long johns.
That's right.
Yeah.
In the wintertime.
Yeah.
All right. Thank you very much.